Mental illness is the third most common disability in the Philippines. The Department of Health estimates that at least 3.6 million Filipinos are facing mental health issues, making the Philippines the third highest rate of mental health problems in the West Pacific region.
Just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there. What we see as smiles and laughter might be suppressed sadness and pain. People won't take these illnesses seriously. They say it's just all in the mind. Mental health problems are not a joke and will never be. Having such an illness is not something you can flex. It's a real story, the story of someone who experienced it.
It can happen to us, it can happen to me, or it can happen to you. People with mental health problems are not weak-minded. They are sick and in pain. They are stronger than anyone, for they are facing silent internal battles on their own. Due to the prevailing stigma and discrimination, they chose not to reach out for professional help. Join me as we break the stigma.
Some people say that mental illness is just all in the mind and do not help those people who have it because they believe they are just attention seekers, but they are not what you think they are. And I hope that stigma stops today. Let us hear what is it like living with mental health issues every single day.
My name is Trisha and I have bipolar type 1 mood disorder. My name is Trisha and I am not my diagnosis. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 9 years old and has been on therapy since. When I was 20 years old, I decided that life wasn't for me and I took it into my own hands, something that no one should ever decide to do. I had endless hours of therapy, medication, a lot of crying, screaming, lying, and refusing to talk. Blood tests and the constant question I asked myself, such as, why are you like this? And then at 21, I was diagnosed with BPAD, or bipolar affective disorder, or also known as manic depressive illness. Suddenly, my feelings and emotion had a name to it. I admit, seeking help is often shameful. Because of society's stigmas, it's scary to ask for help. It's scary to visit a support group. It's scary to admit that no, you are not fine. It is not your comfort zone. But I came to realize that my mental health matters more than my comfort zone. I stopped being ashamed and being embarrassed about my mental health issues. I stopped hiding away my problems, thinking that they would disappear on their own. I knew that it won't happen. I choose to work on them. I took action. I had learned to love myself enough to consider myself a priority. I started loving myself enough to admit that I matter. I am loving myself enough to get help now because there's no reason to wait another day. My mental health matters more than anything else. I stand here before you to share my story. I cannot speak for others as this battle is different for each person. What I can describe is my own experience in the hopes that my testimony could help another struggling soul. This is me taking a stand with you. For all the people that have felt what I felt, for the people who have more bad days than good, for the people who must choose to survive every single day, I am here to speak out for the people who are fighting battles that no one can see. Our mental illness is invisible, but we are not. We are not our diagnosis.
You are loved.
You are not alone.
You are more than enough.
You are you.